Hey everyone, another chapter in my card review thing. This one is another Ravnica one, from a different set than Ralzarik. Ralzarik was in the last block. She's in, I believe, the first one actually. She is Golgari Colors, which is green-black. She is a Gorgon Planeswalker, which is very interesting. She is Vraska, I guess, is how you say it. The Unseen, although I can see her just fine, so I don't know. She's 5 mana. She has 5 loyalty to start, as you can see, so 5 and 5. That's average mana cost, a little on the high side, and slightly higher than normal loyalty, which is very nice. And she has the usual 3 abilities. She's basically back to basics in a weird way, but her abilities are very interesting. Her +1 is, until your next turn, whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska the Unseen, destroy that creature. So it is a planeswalker that protects herself, in a sense. It's pretty much saying, okay, go at me and die. So somebody could say, okay, I send my army at Vraska because I don't want her nuke to go off. And you go, okay, all your creatures are dead. Why? Because I activated her first ability, and it's not my turn yet again. It goes all the way around the table to protect herself, so it's a useful ability. Her -3 is destroy a target non-land permanent. So it's a weaker version of Nicobolas's Plus, which is still useful, you know. I don't give it as much flack, but it's also because her nuke's actually worth it. Her nuke is a -7. Now, if you're familiar with an old card called Phage, you know how bad this can get. These are put 3 1/1 black assassin creature tokens onto the battlefield. Their ability is, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Phage is the only other card that can pull this shit off. And she makes 3 of them. They are weak, they are easily blocked, they don't fly, but if you are wide open, you are screwed. And if you have a couple of Selesnyan style cards in your deck, like green, there's an ability in the Selesnya Guild called Populate from this set. Populate says if you have a token, make a copy of that token. Yeah, that's bad. If I were to make a green, black, white token deck, which if I get another copy of Vraska, I will, you're going to be crying. Now, I use her, I like her. I have her in my Golgari deck because she fits. And while I can't really populate in a Golgari deck, Golgari plays from the graveyard, having 3 big frickin' kill in one-shot assassins would be kind of funny. Now, why did I say big? Because Golgari has an ability where if you have a creature that dies for a certain amount of mana, you can exile that creature from the graveyard. Exile means completely out of the game. Take the amount of power it had, like if it was a 5/5 creature, and make it 1/1 tokens on whatever you want. That means I could take the 5/5 creature's power, put it onto the assassin, make it a 6/6. That's bad for whoever is going to have to face that, because now this thing can take a hit. Now, the thing is, she built up to her nuke in 2 turns. 6, 7. So now it's a choice of, do you want to kill her off or not? I wouldn't recommend it because the 1 ability is useful and the assassins are useful too, but you may not need them right off the bat, so building her up to protect her might be wiser, so that when you do need the assassins, you can put them out that turn. They don't have haste, but she'll have an ability to take some hits, and you might be able to say destroy an on-land permanent so they can't block next turn. Something like that. Or be blocked in this case. So it's kind of like, you know, how do you want to play her? I would say she's a middle-of-the-road Planeswalker, like the first Ajani. I'm sorry, I need to plug in my cell phone. But she's a good Planeswalker. I like her. And I like the art they did for her, because, again, she looks kind of badass, and I like the idea of a Gorgon Planeswalker, and hopefully we will see more of her. There's only one Planeswalker we're not going to see more of, but we kind of did, and I will explain that in the next episode.